Hello and welcome to Weekly MTG. I'm your host, Blake Rasmussen, and we have an amazing show for you today because it is the second week of Secrets of Strixhaven previews. And our special treat today is we are going to reveal the remaining cards from the Mystical Archives. So every card in the Mystical Archives that you have not already seen, we're going to show you here today. And to go through them, we have an amazing guest. We have author Seanan McGuire.
Hi.
Hi. You may recognize that name from Omens of Chaos, the Strixhaven novel that's out today, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually an advanced reader copy. So the copy you can get in stores is going to be a hardback.
It's going to look like that on the screen right there.
It's going to look like that on the screen right there.
From what I've heard, people are really excited about this book. But if for those who are watching, who maybe tuned in for previews and aren't sure what's going on with this book, what's the difference between this and the web fiction? What's going on here?
So there is a long history of Magic the Gathering and print novels going all the way back to the early days of the game. But we stopped doing print novels after War of the Spark, which was 2019, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
The market shifts around, and we've had Magic Story to provide that free ongoing lore access online. But 3 years ago now, 2022, they decided it was finally time to experiment with another novel. Let's send up a weather balloon, see what happens. And because I had been agitating to write a novel, they were like, okay, put your money where your mouth is, do the thing. So we've got Omens of Chaos, which is set on Arcavios. It's following our first class of transplanar students. So when they get to campus, there aren't these transplanar guest lecturers like we've seen in Secrets of Strixhaven. There aren't other students from off-plane like Tam. It's just them trying to navigate this very different world that they've been dropped into. And it is completely unrelated to Secrets of Strixhaven. This is taking place more than a year before Lorwyn Eclipse.
Okay.
So it is not contemporaneous. It's just a lucky accident of publishing that it's coming out in the same month as Secrets of Strixhaven. And on the one hand, that is great because it gives us a lot of marketing synergy. It means people are saying the word Strixhaven. They've figured out how to pronounce Arcavios, which is not...
I just learned how to do that last month.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Not the easiest task if you're not a deeply invested Magic person. But it also means there's been a lot of confusion with, is this the Secrets of Strixhaven? It is not. The Secrets of Strixhaven story, all the web fiction, is still free to read online at, I don't know the exact URL, do you?
MTGstory.com.
MTGstory.com, the mothership. You can go there and read it, and that will give you the narrative for Secrets of Strixhaven. Omens of Chaos is not in Secrets of Strixhaven. It is its own story. It is fully coherent and complete, and I hope you will read and enjoy it.
Now, if it's not the Secrets of Strixhaven story, but it is very connected, obviously, to the Magic world, are people are going to be familiar characters, familiar storylines, or any?
There are some familiar characters. For the most part, we wanted to focus on characters that hadn't really appeared in the lore before. If you look at the cover of the book, you have what is obviously a shield mage in first-year Mage Scholar uniform. That is Eula Blue. She is from New Capenna. She was originally from one of the higher neighborhoods of the city, but when the Phyrexian invasion happened and Park Heights fell, it crushed her entire neighborhood and knocked it all the way down to the Chaldea. So she is trying to get a magical education, which right now she feels has been very much denied to her. We also have Alondra, who you've seen before in Jumpstart, Alondra Skydreamer. We get to learn where she's from and who her family is.
Very cool.
Jamira, who is one of Angrath's daughters. You may remember Angrath, the Minotaur Planeswalker.
Oh, one of his daughters.
Yeah, one of his daughters. Yeah, he is not really very present in the book because he and Rumi, his other daughter, are trying to find a new place to live because their plane was completely obliterated in the Phyrexian invasion. There's a lot of aftermathing to the Phyrexian invasion going on here. Then we've got Kekwia Akosa, who is Teferi's granddaughter. And we've got a new gentleman. His name is Sagante. He's from Fiora. And that was great fun, having Capenna and Fiora to hold up against each other as our two very much Italian-inspired planes. They are not the same place, but they look enough like the same place that it's kind of like serving American pizza to an Italian for the first time. they're just horrified and confused constantly, and it's great joy.
Fantastic. All right. Okay, so it's out now.
It's out now.
And then there's something special about the first run of this book,
The
correct?
first edition comes packaged with an exclusive new command tower. It's in the old style border, and it has brand new art showing a command tower on the Strixhaven campus. It is my first creative text credit because they put a quote from the book on the card.
Nice.
So as a longtime invested Magic player, that part is delightful in a way that even the lore is not. Like they're different forms of delight.
It is. But it's on a Magic card.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
like it's
play it,
petting a
yeah.
cat versus eating an ice cream cone. We're
Yeah.
having different good experiences here.
Did you already get one? A copy of the
I
card?
did. They sent me a copy of the book, which I'm glad of. And that is only in the first edition. We were discussing that a bit ahead of time. I don't know how big that print run was, but I do know that basically bookstores that have already received their allotment of books, that have already placed their orders, that's all the first edition books they're going to get.
Yeah.
So if you live in an area where your bookstore would only have ordered 5 or 10 copies or whatever, and you don't have yours yet, you have 5 or 10 chances to get that card. It's in every single book, but once those sell out, they're gone.
And it's out today.
It's out
again.
today. So please go to your local bookstore, or if they're a participating game store, and pick up a copy of Omens of Chaos. We really want this book to do well so that we can do more.
Yeah. And that command tower is gorgeous.
The command
retro
tower is
frame.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great. Okay. So check out Omens of Chaos. And now we're going to spend the rest of the show going through the remainder of the Mystical Archives. You were saying beforehand you're a fan of the Mystical
Oh,
Archives.
they're great. It's such a wonderful way to get reprints of classic spells. And because a lot of the really classic spells that I like, at least, the art is from an earlier era of Magic's history frequently.
Yeah.
That's not always the most fun thing to look at or hang out with. So having these new art treatments and these new ways of looking at things is just delightful.
So we're going to go in alphabetical order. So if you got your fingers crossed for a certain card, we're going to ABC all the way to Z.
Okay.
So we'll just start at the beginning. So let's throw the first card up there.
Having said that, there better be a Z in here.
There is a Z.
Okay, good.
Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler. There is a Z. All right, so our first one is a braid. This is a standard staple. And yeah, again, fantastic art here.
That is gorgeous art. I love that so much. And a braid is just so useful right now. Like, it's a staple for a reason, but there is so much focus on artifacts currently.
Yep.
I really like being able to blow stuff up while also hurting people.
Yeah, and so you're going to see there's 3 different versions. There's Mystical Archive, there's Mystical Archive Japanese, and there's Silver Scroll Foil Mystical Archive. Those are the fanciest ones. We do have some physical copies in the studio today and a better camera angle than we had last week when we had them, so we'll be showing off a few of those as well physically. Actually, let's start. We'll come off a braid and we'll go to the camera here. So this is the Force of Will. So this one was already revealed, but there we go. You got to catch the light right.
Yeah, and they feel so cool.
They feel like, yeah, this is texture. The pin line is raised. You can actually feel the mana cost. I'm just here like rubbing a Force of Will on camera.
Like, I
it's
understand that once you have that card, you're probably not super rubbing on your fancy expensive card.
Yeah.
But it feels so cool and tactile.
Yeah, it is. Let's see if it'll catch the zoom. Yeah, no. So we'll be showing those throughout. I have 6 of them here. We'll go back. Yeah, all right. All right, next we have Ad Nauseam. So a popular combo card here. Yeah, this one, again, gorgeous. You ever played any Ad Nauseam?
I'm not. What set is that from?
Originally, it was from a Ravnica set.
Okay.
I forget which one, but it was from our original Ravnica. Oh, Alara. I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong.
Alara, okay.
Alara.
Yeah, no,
Chat got me.
I have not played that one. I mostly hang out in Izzet and Prismari,
That's
so
fair.
red and blue are kind of the ones that I'm likely to know on site.
Yeah, so Ad Nauseam is you combine it with effects that either you don't lose for having your life total go below 0, or any other way you can keep yourself from dying to just drawing your entire deck. And then once you draw your deck, you're good from there. This is going to be a tough one to make work in limited, but you know what?
Yep.
Someone's going to do it.
And I appreciate that we now have Isabeau, the Biblioplex archivist, because it makes Abigail's name stand out a little bit less.
Yeah, that is quite the name. All right. Now let's move on to the next one, Chroma's Will,
Oh,
a very
that's
popular.
pretty.
Right? That is gorgeous.
Oh, wow. Everyone I know with an angel deck is going to be stabbing people to get one of those. Just for the art.
Just for the, it's amazing. Yeah.
It's a fantastic card. I hate that card because it gets used against me a lot. But the art is incredible.
Yeah. Just gorgeous there. Yeah, and you'll, again, you can pick these up and play these in limited if you happen to open one in your play booster. You're not going to get that commander bonus in limited, but you know what? Giving all your creatures flying, vigilance, and double strike, or just lifelink and indestructible, and protection from all colors. Either one. You don't have to give both. Just one's
Either
fine.
one is fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, the Japanese art's amazing. All right, here's a big one. Armageddon.
No.
Oh my! I hope I get to Armageddon someone in limited.
I'm going to have to run so many more counter spells.
Yeah, really, it's a classic card. I love that flavor text too.
Yeah, I really appreciate, much as I, like everyone else, am completely ready to move past the invasion. Like, I would like us to no longer be living in a PTSD multiverse. I appreciate the nod to Phyrexia in the English art, like just having that Phyrexian symbol in the
symbol in the
center.
middle. Oh my God,
Yeah, that's
so
beautiful.
cool.
The Japanese art is also gorgeous, but a little more difficult for me to follow. Is that meant to be the Phyrexia symbol in the middle?
It looks certainly like the Phyrexian symbol.
It does.
Yeah. Like my creator is sought perfection, and just as he did, I found only sorrow. Yeah. And again, as Chad points out, a good reminder that if these cards did not previously exist on Magic the Gathering Arena, this is going to be what brings them into Arena.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so get ready to Armageddon some people in Historic, Brawl. Probably doesn't matter timeless.
Lots of boom.
Lots of boom. All right, let's keep going. We're still only on the A's with Awaken the Woods.
Yeah, the forest has insomnia now. That's not really a shock. But again, gorgeous art. What set is Awaken the Woods from?
Oh man, Chad'll get me there. That one I don't. That one I don't remember. But making the forest dryad tokens, Brothers War. There we go. That's always got her back on that. Yeah, a lot of commander decks love this effect.
Oh, I can see that.
But even if even in limited, you do this for 5.
This is one of the first one where I've really wished that the Japanese art was also available in an English text card. 'Cause that is just beautiful.
It is.
The cherry blossoms are absolutely peak.
Yep. All right. The tokens will not. I saw the question. Tokens for Mystical Archives cards are not in the packs.
Oh, darn.
Yep. If they are tokens that are created by main set cards, they will be in the packs. But I don't believe there's any Forest Dryads created by main set cards. All right. Let's keep going. Berserk. This is just going to kill some people.
Oh, that's going to kill a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I am already afraid of all my Gruul players.
Yeah, and the Garrick art in that Berserk.
Actually, is that Garrick? I
No,
think
that might be a call time.
Yeah, I think that might be Arnie.
Arnie, yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
But immediate reaction to the dude is, of course,
Yeah,
Garrick. But I think you're right. It's not Garrick. Look at his helmet.
Yeah, you're right. Not Garrick. Just wishful thinking.
Oh, no. Kaldheim mentioned I'm always happy.
Oh, but yeah. Now you gotta, even in limited, if they have 1 green up, you gotta think, God, am I just gonna die?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's where the Gruul players want you to be all the time.
All the time. All right, let's keep moving on. Bitter Triumph, a simple removal spell, but again, very popular in standard.
Very straightforward, but that is absolutely glorious art. Like, this is part of why I love the Mystical Archives, is that particular stylized, almost illuminated manuscript approach that's taken really roots it all back into the Biblioplex.
Yep.
And this idea that it was all somehow magically collected by the oracles or whatnot into these books.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and then in chat's loving the Japanese art, rightfully so. It goes real hard.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, there's just the splash of red
Perfect.
across the middle. All right, let's move on to our next card, Brotherhood's End, an all-star and Canadian Highlander. That's I get at least one. I'll probably get a couple mentions in there, but.
Are you a fan of Canadian Highlander?
Oh, I play a lot of Canadian
Okay,
Highlander.
fair.
Yeah, I love that the Japanese ones with the brothers back to back.
Yeah, both representations of the brothers are just fantastic. Oh, though I really do feel like having the art that red and green both makes Brotherhood's End look a little more Christmas than it probably should be, and reinforces, nope, this is not for you Rakdos players. This is only for the Gruul.
But yeah, this is another from Don McMahon.
Yeah, it's absolutely
fantastic
perfect. Both the Japanese and English art's gorgeous.
All right, let's keep going. Bulk Up. We've seen this a bit in Standard with some of the blue-red prowess decks, but I mean, God, imagine this plus Berserk
Oh yeah,
in the same set.
we're gonna break some stuff.
Yeah, like you said, Gruul, you're just gonna die.
Yeah,
Double target creatures powered.
So far, the mystical archives are just like, hey, Gruul,
Hey, Gruul.
we feel like it's time for you to go off. But again, both these artworks are just absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, and different vibes. So
Very different, yeah.
pick your poison. All right, let's continue on. Burst Lightning. So again, you're going to see a pattern here where uncommons are going to be often standard legal, which lets you make your standard decks all that much prettier. And then as you go up in rarity, they're going to be a bit older as it happens. But yeah, Burst Lightning again still sees a lot of play. That Burst Lightning, it's reminds me a lot of the Lightning Helix that was in the last Mystical Archive.
Yep. Really fantastically done lightning. Very pleased. I do kind of feel like the character we're seeing is the target and not the caster on both cards, which is good and nicely consistent.
Yeah, and then a reminder on on where you're going to get these. Every play booster will have a Mystical Archives card in it, and then collector boosters will have them as well. Collector boosters are where you're going to find the Silver Scroll versions. The Mystical Archive Japanese versions, if you are not in a non-Japanese language, you can find them in collector boosters. You can, however, get the Mystical Archive Japanese versions in Japanese play boosters as well, of course, because that is the language.
Yeah, that's good. I think it would kind of suck if all the Mystical Archives that we put in Japanese language packs were in English because we wanted to keep the language somehow exclusive.
Yep. But no, every play booster is going to have at least the Mystical Archive version on the left. All right, let's continue on. We're still only on Bs. Now on to Cs.
Ooh, Crackle with Power.
Power.
Oh, and is that, that's the mountain in Keld, isn't it? On Dominaria.
Yeah.
At least in the English version. Very cool. I can put that in a Hiri deck very easily.
Yes, you can.
Oh, really lovely stuff. And I like the 5 volcanoes, on the Japanese version.
All right, let's continue on to Crop Rotation. This is a big one. Sitting at rare. This is, it's not going to be, it's not standard legal, but, you see this a lot in Timeless on Arena. It's a Commander favorite.
I appreciate that she is actually rotating the crops on the English, because you can see that there's corn growing there now, but it looks like we're supposed to interpret the seeds in her hand as wheat.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. Fantastic.
Very cool. All right, continuing on. Culling the Week. Sacrifice creature, add quadruple black. I actually really like the Japanese version. I mean, I love them both, but the cat cornering the mouse doing some sort of magic. Very cool.
I appreciate that the English version is apparently from Bloomborough.
It is, and it's got the Season of Loss cited there, which is really cool.
I really like it when, with the mystical archives and such, you can easily identify what plane it's supposed to be. I feel like that adds a lot of depth to the multiverse.
It does.
And it's great.
Well, it adds a lot of depth to Strixhaven. It's like, oh, we learned this spell over here on Bloomborough, and we brought it back this
They didn't bring it back. The Biblioplex contains every spell that has been created in the multiverse. No one's collecting them. They just happen.
They just are there. Next up, Days. All right, Timeless fans, rejoice. It is coming. I've seen this on a lot of wish lists for Timeless. So here is your Days coming to Magic the Gathering Arena.
Fantastic.
Yeah, with some great art, too.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
And I appreciate the ones where the discount is low enough that just returning an island and then having it next time makes perfect sense rather than destroying it.
Yep.
It's very good.
Yes, also playable in Canadian Highlander chat. All right, let's move on to Dismember. We're back with the Phyrexians here. You've got the Phyrexian symbol.
I feel like I should recognize the dismembered character, but right now it just kind of looks like a very distressed crab.
Yeah. But also it's, pulled apart.
You would be distressed too if I pulled you apart.
Strip away pain, struggle, impurity, fear, flesh. Surrender the pieces to be blessed as one. It's very, very Phyrexian.
Very Phyrexian, yeah. Very upsetting and great.
I do have a question from chat for you about the book. Will the book launch in other languages? Looking to get one for the girlfriend, but her English is not that good.
I don't actually have any input on that. I know people have been able to acquire it in Germany and in Mexico, but I am not certain whether those books were in English or
in the
Spanish
local
or
language.
German. Yeah. Hopefully. And if it has not yet been translated into a language that you want to read it in, the best thing you can do is send an email to Random House Worlds, which is my official publishing imprint for this. My eyesight is not so great. And let them know, hey, there is interest in this book in
whatever language you're looking for. Yeah.
And rock and roll.
All right.
But thank you.
All right, continuing on. And Chad, if you have questions about the book along the way, we're just kind of hanging out looking at some cool magic cards, so happy to answer them as we go along. All right, let's keep going to Empty the Warrens.
Again, the Gruul colors. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is going to make my goblin players so happy. This is gorgeous.
Oh, and I love here you've got you've got the kind of funny, cartoony goblins.
And then the kind of Oni goblins. And, oh, that's just so good.
Amazing. All right.
Oh, wow.
Let's move on from Empty the Warrens to Feed the Swarm.
Oh, Grist mention. Yay. I love my girl Grist. And I also love that Grist is apparently still out there eating planes. You go, baby, you go.
Not fight the hunger tide.
Yeah, maybe de-sparking her and providing her with omen paths at the same time was a bad choice. Just saying, because now she can take her swarm with her.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that in the English art, at least, you can see her in the center of the giant bug monster she has assembled from local insects. So Grist is about to ruin everyone's day.
Well, I love the stylized, the the white people
Yeah.
surrounded by blood.
Architecturally, I'm going to say that's actually Eldraine,
I could believe that. I could believe that.
which is cool. Go Grist, get him.
All right, next card we've got Glimpse of Nature. This is a powerful card draw spell for a lot of elves decks and the like.
Have we heard The Nature of Infinity before, or is that a new book from the Biblioplex?
I do not recognize it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I mean, it exists now, but
Yeah. Yes. A lot more Dominic Mayer love in the chat.
oh yeah, I mean, the art is just so good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's continue on to
Helping
Hand. We've seen this one in Standard a little bit here and there, bringing back Oculus and the like. Nice to have several other versions of this.
Yep. And again, I'm going to say Eldraine based on clothing this time, although I guess it could be Theros.
Yeah.
But the weapons are wrong for Theros.
The weapons are wrong for Theros, but I believe you on that.
Very good. I love the geometric shapes in the background. It's so nicely done.
And again, more Dominic Mayer.
Yeah. Give us a mystical archive on Duskmorn. I believe in you.
All right, let's see. Continuing on.
Definitely not Duskmorn.
Definitely not Duskmorn. Close.
Very close.
Bloomborough. Yep.
Duskmorn would love to visit Bloomborough.
I'm sure it would.
Look at them go. They have blueberries.
Yeah, but a lovely card from Bloomborough. Great for token decks.
That is going to make my Rabbit Runner decks very happy.
It will. It will. Yeah. Just adorable art too. That
In
Japanese
both
art is just
cases,
so
yeah.
joyous. Yeah.
I like that Japanese rabbits are allowed to be naked.
Yeah, they can be. And they're just out doing their rabbit business, getting some tomatoes.
Those are persimmons.
Persimmons. All right.
Yeah, look at the leaves on top.
I believe you. All right, continuing on. Chat confirms. Persimmons.
Knockout maneuver.
Knockout maneuver.
Ooh. Well, that is terrible and not a card that I want anyone I play with to have access to. Let's not do this.
Well, and it's got some, speaking of Sonar, we've got some Sonar quotes down there. Who do you think would win in a fight, a lion or a unicorn?
I think it depends on the plane.
I think it depends. I think you're absolutely right. That unicorn has a pretty fantastic horn.
It does, but I'm not sure we have non-anthropomorphic lions on Alara.
True.
So a Johnny versus a unicorn.
Different story.
That unicorn is hamburgers.
Not going to do well.
Yeah.
All right. So, a reminder like chat is pointing towards, we are going in alphabetical order, so we are on K's right now. Continuing on, we have Living End. Modern Players Rejoice. This card has been seeing a bit of a resurgence lately. And just that first art goes hard.
Yep. I'm going to say that's actually Lim Duel.
Could be. The flavor text is Ves's Cautions and Necromancy.
So that gives us the tie back to him
Yep.
because of all of that.
So could be.
But I continue to just love the knotwork and how distinct it is from Kaldheim. Like, not all the Mystical Archives cards look like they're from Kaldheim, but just beautifully done.
Yep.
And the Japanese art is fabulous.
Yeah, and it's jarring not to see the casting cost up there, but just more room for beautiful art.
Suspend is a party.
Okay. Next up, Locust Spray. So simple cycling removal spell here.
Grist is really having a good time.
Well, on a Knight's Folly, I think was Eldraine.
Yep. And since I'm already holding that Grist is on Eldraine,
There we go.
we're good to go. The color work on that is just amazing,
Oh,
though.
it's gorgeous, yeah.
Like, that is beetle iridescence laying out in separate layers of watercolor. So good.
All right, next card. Monstrous Rage. Banned in Standard.
Aw.
This card is quite strong.
Yeah, that card would make everyone's day very unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a great representation of a werewolf going through their change without being overly graphic.
Yeah. So yeah, if you missed casting Monstrous Rage in Limited, welcome
You can do
back.
it again.
You can do it again. All right, next up. Pick your poison. Popular sideboard card in a lot of formats. I don't know if I'd want to drink any of those.
Yeah.
Start.
What is the third one supposed to be? Is that mushrooms?
Not sure.
We've got tentacles, dead bird, and weird.
It does look like
plant.
it does. Mushrooms is a pretty solid guess.
I think it's foxgloves and like a lotus or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to drink any of those, but thank you for the offer. I appreciate it.
Chats with you on the foxgloves.
Okay. I mean, it could also be a magnolia, I guess, but this looks so much like an Eldraine card. Do they have magnolias on Eldraine?
I don't know. Don't know.
Am I putting too much thought into this?
No, you're not. You're putting the same amount of thought that I'm sure the artist put into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd have to look up the art description. All right, well, let's see the next. Preordained.
Ooh, new
You
preordained.
can never get enough versions of Preordained,
That's
especially ones this gorgeous.
pretty. I like that a lot. Please put that Silex down. It's not good for you. It's probably just meant to be a scrying bowl, but after all will be one, I have Silex trauma.
Yep, you just anything that looks like it. I love that the Mystical Archive version too. It's so pretty.
So nice.
All right. Continuing on. There it is. Someone in chat was asking for prismatic ending. There you go.
We got you a present. It's terrible, and everyone is mad at you now.
Yeah. So I mean, I love how it's kind of on the nose in the Japanese art with all the colors, but it works. It's gorgeous. And of course, the English one from Dominic Merrigan.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And I like that while we don't have that prismatic effect, we don't have the rainbowing, we have someone that appears to be in that moment a prism. Oh gosh, that's good.
All right. And again, a reminder of where you can get these. So the version on the left, the Mystical Archives, you're going to get those versions. They're going to be available in Play Boosters and Collector Boosters.
Will Collector Boosters also only have one Mystical Archive?
They will have a Mystical Archive slot where you can, and in the Collector Boosters, you can get any one of these three in that slot. You can also get the Mystical Archive in foil, in traditional foil. Play boosters are only going to have the one on the left.
Okay.
Unless it's a Japanese play booster. Japanese play boosters can have the, obviously, Japanese Mystical
Would only have the one in the middle, but Collector Boosters can have all three.
Yes.
Which is why Collector Boosters are always sold out at my local game shop.
That they are. Yeah, Collector Boosters are my favorite.
Oh, same. The dopamine hit of that many shinies.
Next, continuing on, we have Pyretic Ritual. That is an adorable Japanese Pyretic Ritual.
Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh, the Tanuki are having a very bad day. And I love the Sisters of Flame callback. Oh, that's just
Oh yeah, from
so
way back
nice.
when.
Way back when. Like that is, I think, even pre-Raven Man.
They are.
So, wow.
Yep.
And that fire shading is just magnificent. Like it feels like the card is burning.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't burn the cards.
Don't burn the cards.
The fumes would not be good for you.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Repel Calamity. So one currently in Standard. So that's a Bloomborough card.
It's very pretty, but I would like to point out that this is the third Bloomborough card we have seen.
We love Bloomborough.
Yeah, not everyone loves Bloomborough.
Not everyone loves Bloomborough, but a lot of people love Bloomborough, and it's adorable. It's cute.
Justice for Valgavoth.
There are not many Duskmourn.
I know.
Yeah,
I've picked up on that.
Yeah,
My boy deserves some attention.
it does. I agree. All right. Next up, Requisition Raid. Very popular sideboard card right now.
Okay, I know I should recognize the symbol that the Minotaurs have.
I believe that is Boros in the Legion, I think.
Maybe.
It's a little bit stylized.
It's very stylized, yeah. But like this feels more Homelandsy to me. Because the Boros symbol does not look that much like the Orzhov symbol.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be a stylized Boros symbol,
Maybe.
but unclear.
Unclear, yeah.
Yeah, the original spell was from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, but that is not where the art is.
No, obviously not.
No. All right. Continuing on, nearing the end of the list, we have Return the Favor, another spree card here. Originally from Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Yep.
Definitely not depicting Outlaws of Thunder
Nope.
Junction.
I'm not sure it's depicting anything specific.
Yeah.
Just a pyromancer doing really good firework. I would like to give this artist a gold star for their firework.
Mm-hmm.
People so often forget that blue is a fundamental color of fire.
Yep. Okay. Moving to our next card as we hit towards the end of the alphabet. We are Return to Ranks. Again, it's a card that has had its day in Standard, but also a popular and powerful card in Commander right now.
Yeah, well, especially in a rabbit deck, gosh.
Especially in a rabbit deck, yeah. Dominic Meyer again.
Yeah, well, Dominic Meyer is not missing. Like every swing is a hit.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's see our next card.
Royal Treatment.
Royal Treatment. Got some Eldraine here, protecting your creatures. Royal Roll token.
Really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I like how almost electric green it is. That's not a color we see very often.
No, it is a very vibrant green.
Very good. And I like the bird in the Japanese artwork.
Yeah.
The bird just hanging out being very green.
Could be a bird of paradise.
Yep.
In my head, it's going to be a bird of paradise.
Fair. I mentioned I don't have the best eyesight. I
Yeah.
play a lot of Commander, and it really helps me when the cards are very color oriented toward the color they are. I know that is almost a please play Uno for my benefit request, but it is so much easier to tell what you've got on your board if I can look over and
It's just blanketed in green.
green.
Yeah. All right, let's continue on to our next card. Shamanic Revelation.
Ooh.
Yeah. So now, again, another powerful commander card, but yeah, you cast this one in limited, you're probably winning as well.
Yeah, very likely. And the Japanese art looks like colored pencil almost. That's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be, but if it's not, it is a beautiful mimicking of the medium.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dominaria. She looks kind of like one of the elves that hung out with Freyalise.
Okay, I buy that. I buy that.
I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with Dominaria here.
All right, let's move on to the next card. Shared Roots, a lesson. This is a recent card. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Aww.
Yeah.
There
Also nice to have a lesson showing up on the list.
Yeah, it is. And I appreciate that we've got what looks like probably romantic love on the English version and then familial love on the Japanese version, because there are so many forms of love, and it's good to have different representations.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, next card. Spell Pierce.
Ooh, I
Classic.
love a Spell Pierce, and I love the art in both cases.
Yeah. Well, you know, even when you look back at the Japanese mystical archives for the original Strixhaven, the blue cards all have this sort of similar feel. The brainstorm, the counterspell, like, and so if you're building a blue Canadian Highlander deck, maybe you can start to get these matching and feeling the same vibe.
So I just spent way too much time with Chandelar merfolk and like had to interrogate poor Jay and Ellie about their biology,
Yeah.
which apparently no one had done previously. So I'm going to say Chandelar for the American art.
Okay. Hey, any Chandelar reference, I'm here for.
Yep.
I love the flavor text too. Forces in Negation, a study in counter magic.
That is a book I can absolutely believe would be assigned for an undergraduate course at Strixhaven.
All right, rolling right along. Let's see Stargaze. God, that Japanese art's so cool.
Oh, it is. And that is hard to place, but that could actually be Duskmorn.
It could be.
Remember that there is an entire night sky inside Duskmorn, and look at the
Yeah.
placement of those eyes.
I see that.
I feel like I'm reaching a bit, but
Well, let's
sometimes
see.
you have
Stay
to.
away from homes. It's beautiful, yes, but somehow it always feels just a little bit hungry.
And it's Abigail.
It's Abigail, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The original card was from Bloomburrow. All right, moving on. Winds of Abandon. Oh, this art's trippy.
Oh, the overload on that makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a popular cube card.
I believe it. What's it from?
Limited, it's huge blowout. What is this from originally? I think this was a Modern Horizons card.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was one of the Modern Horizons.
I like the representation of exiling
Yeah.
on the American card.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese card is gorgeous, but I don't have the same feel of the card resolving there.
Mm-hmm. That one's more focused on the winds and the, yeah. All right. Next up, our last card. Here's the Z, Zombify. Very simple spell. But
Very
again,
simple, but
Yep.
beautifully done.
All right, and that is the full Mystical Archive. Yay. Very pretty. Amazing stuff. So again, a reminder, you are going to get one of the non-foil versions of the Mystical Archive, so that Zombify on the left. You're going to be able to find those in play boosters. So anytime you open a Secret Strixhaven booster, you're going to see one of those. And then collector boosters are going to have the fancy versions. Let's go over and show off. We already showed the Force of Will. I have a few more here, and they're gorgeous. So we're just going to go through a few more. This is the Vampiric Tutor.
Since you have chat open, they can maybe identify the cards we can't.
And then moving right along here, we got to catch the light. Yeah, no Jessica's Will. Sorry, chat. Doesn't mean it's not coming somewhere else, but
Oh, yeah. That is someone having a very bad day.
okay. Another.
You're letting me down here, chat.
we're just all
Admiring the art.
admiring them. Yep. All right, and then finally, this one's Death Before Duty. That one I know. All right, that does it for this show. Reminder, Omens of Chaos, this right here.
It's available now.
It's available now. You can go check out your local bookstore, online if that's your option. But yeah, you want to try to get
that first edition,
that first
if you
edition
possibly
copy
can.
if you can. So head down to your local bookstore today is going to be your best bet to get that sweet, sweet command tower. Thank you.
Thank you
for joining us.
And we do have the traveling Biblioplex this year, which is going to be at BookCon in New York next weekend. It's going to be appearing at a book festival I don't remember the name of at Hay-on-Wye in Wales.
Okay.
And it's going to be at the American Library Association conference in Chicago.
Cool.
But I will be at MagicCon as part of the traveling Biblioplex. So
Great.
you can get your book signed even if you manage to pick one up. And I'll
Nice.
sign your card too.
Fantastic.
Have a good time.
Yeah, and MagicCon coming up end of this month in Las Vegas. Next week, I am not going to be here. Athena Froelich is going to come on. So she is the architect for Strixhaven, and she's going to do our product opening stream. So she's going to open all the cool packs and show you all the cool cards and where you can get everything, all the different treatments, all that sort of stuff. That's always a fun show. So make sure to tune in next week. And then, yeah, the full card image gallery for Strixhaven drops this Friday, so we're nearing the end of all of Strixhaven previews as well. So yeah, until then, we'll see you next week.